Northern Hydraulics would be a leading manufacturer for precision hydraulic cylinders. We're now in business 27 years, supplying to the OEM worldwide market. We would work to the lean ethos of lean manufacturing and continuous improvement to keep our customers keep us on our toes and keep challenging us, so we have to stay in front of that by constantly challenging ourselves basically. Engineering in this area is a hotbed of world engineering and the quarrying, mining and recycling industry. 80% of the world's products go from here, through area. So traditionally engineering was seen as welding or grinding or assembly, but now it's developed into health and safety, HR, purchasing, quality control, process engineer. So there's great opportunity, especially in this Tyrone area radius, for young people nowadays. So it's tapping into that and identifying it and making them aware with tour visits like to ourselves today. So hopefully this will help.
I chose the route of engineering because I was always interested in it. I was always a hands-on person, and I like doing stuff with my hands. I like the practical work as well as some of the theory work as well. The main benefits of choosing this type of learning is you get to do your 2 days theory as well as your 3 days practical work as well, so you get the best of both worlds and you get to learn while you're learning as well.
We have identified a skilled shortage in the local area. We believe as part of our growth plan, by 2017 one of our restraints will be skilled labour. So on top of that, we have identified contacting with colleges, schools, local areas to try and help give them our knowledge to make sure they are training the guys up to what's needed and relevant in the current workplace.
From a young age I was always really interested in art and design, and then as I grew older it was more in mechanics and how things work. So a degree in mechanical engineering was a perfect choice to be able to combine those two things, so it was a perfect career choice for me. After graduation I took up a role as manufacturing engineer for NACO. After that I moved into a permanent role at POWERSCREEN where I was a design engineer. And there I would have managed projects right through from concept, design, installation, right through to after sales. After that, a few years there, I wanted to experience different types of engineering, different materials, different processes, so I was offered a role as manufacturing engineer at a company like Design. That company manufacture and design seating equipment for kids with disabilities, so it was a really nice way to use my engineering skills to have a positive impact on their lives. Also down there I got to work with so many different materials: wood, plastics, steel, fabrics and injection molding and extrusions, all of that, so it was really good experience. I was offered a role with Northern Hydraulics, and this is a company based in the town where I live, and that would give me the opportunity to work with high technology processes such as robotics and CNC machining. So I jumped at the chance and this is where I've been ever since.
I'd like to stay in engineering. When I finish my Gold Engineering I might progress on to the higher level apprenticeship course and stay within Northern Hydraulics there. Definitely go for it because you can do your theory end of it as well as your practical end of it here in Northern Hydraulics. This can lead you into design jobs or practical jobs, whichever you want.
Well, my day-to-day role at Northern Hydraulics is really varied. No 2 days are the same, which is it's one of the parts of my job that I really love. Being on the front line of production, live production, means that every day throws up a different scenario. So one day I'll be down on the floor problem solving, troubleshooting with the guys. The next day I might be working with suppliers to spec new equipment for the floor. Northern Hydraulics each year invest heavily in new equipment, so it's really exciting to be part of those projects right from design right through to the very end. As process engineer, I'm responsible for always driving continuous improvement within the company, so identifying bottlenecks and efficiencies and quality and putting in measures just to eliminate all of those as well. Well, I think just to be a good engineer in general, you have to be creative, you have to be able to think outside of the box, but you also need the skills to be able to turn that creativity into practical solutions for the factory floor. Attention to detail is also really important, especially in my role as a process engineer. you're always putting in new systems. So it's important that you cover all aspects and then give the guys the tools to maintain those processes once they move on to a different project. I suppose communication as well, it's a big role in any job, but particularly in engineering. At Northern Hydraulics we all work as a big team, so we're always bouncing ideas off each other, brainstorming.
The apprenticeship option gives them a hands-on experience by getting to the core skills straight away. They're also learning in college the techniques, but then learning the hands-on experience at the workplace. So the additional benefit of that is that you're earning when you're learning. So for families now, maybe it hasn't as well off as some other families, there's not the same financial constraint on them.
I would tell girls or women interested in engineering, go for it. Engineering and manufacturing in particular has evolved so much, even in the 10 years since I graduated. Northern Hydraulics and surrounding companies are all investing heavily in implementing lean manufacturing strategies such as 5S. So factory floors are clean, they're organised, they're structured, key focus on efficiencies and quality. So it's a nice area. It's not the heavy manufacturing area that you might envision. Also, there's so much variation in engineering. You can work on the medical side, the heavy engineering, as well as different roles such as design, purchasing, planning, right down to working on the factory floor.
This is NHL's first year of apprenticeships. This is new to us. As identified as part of our growth plan, we believed the skilled labour was going to affect us. So it's a news to us, a challenge to us, getting that structure in place to audit our training plans, our training systems, and basically getting the guys after 2 years to a level where we need them to be at. So it's very challenging for us and innovative for us, but we're enjoying it.
I think over the last couple of years there definitely has been a skills shortage. There's so many engineering companies in the area, and it has been quite difficult to get the right people, the right skilled people. It's something we've worked with the college over the last couple of years, and we have seen an increase, but a lot of the engineering companies are growing just like we are, and new roles are being created, and because of that there is the skills shortage in the area.
I've done the level 3 National Diploma in Engineering, and then I went through the HLA to do a foundation degree in engineering. I chose the route of engineering apprentice because obviously you get to work with your hands, you know, you're earning while you're learning as well, and you get to apply the theory as well as the practical.
I think it's important for students to consider their apprenticeship option. As the boys have said, they do get to earn as they learn, which is a big bonus, as well as getting really necessary experience. There's so many different options for students to pick the right one to suit them and their learning styles, between the NVQs, the Gold programme, the BTECs, as well as most recently the higher level, which David's completing also. So there's a lot of different options for people to pick a course to suit themselves. So it's fantastic, and the college works closely with the companies to adjust the learning to suit the needs of the business as well, which is really important for us.
The main benefits of choosing this type of learning are obviously, once again, you're earning while you're learning, but you get to apply the theory to the practical. So lots of people come out of university and they've got the theory, but they don't really know what it is their job, you know, what they're going to do and stuff, so it helps that way.
The company has definitely benefited from recruiting apprentices in the past. There's a number of apprentices that have completed their qualifications, still remains within the company, and are continuing to grow with the company, have moved into different roles, and with the guys that are currently completing their apprenticeship, it has been very successful for us. And again, a lot of those guys are starting to grow with the company too, and which is what we need for our future going forward and our future growth plans.
Definitely do the HLA. Once again, you know, you're earning while you're learning. You get good work experience as well as applying the theory, and you can build yourself up within the engineering industry.
I left school in 5th year after completing GCSEs and went on to do 2 years of job body repair, where I got an NVQ level 2, but I didn't find this challenging enough, so I wanted to try and get something that was a wee bit more academically challenging for me. I started the Gold programme in 2012. completed it, getting BTEC level 3 and PQ level 2 in engineering. I'm now in the middle of a foundation degree in engineering, and I have plans to continue on getting a bachelor's degree at the end of it all.
We can offer a wide range of jobs to apprentices choosing this route. A lot of our apprentices may start off as assemblers. Some people like the hands-on roles and prefer to stay in hands-on roles, like assembly work, like welding, quality, and possibly even moving up into supervisory roles. Then there's other people that prefer to maybe move into engineering. We've opportunities in business improvement. So there's different options, different avenues that any apprentice can move towards during their time with us. As well as that, there's also the opportunity to travel. As we are a Canadian company, we have had previous apprentices that have transferred over to a Canadian site, and that's worked very well for us in the past too.
Well, the main benefit of choosing this type of learning is the ability to earn while you learn. The experience that you get with the hands-on is far greater than any experience you'll get through the theory that you get in full-time education. I plan to top off my foundation degree and get a bachelor's degree in engineering. By doing this here, I hope to open a couple more doors in my actual career. That's it.
CDE supply a unique and innovative materials washing and wet processing equipment into 4 sectors across 7 regions. Our vision is to be the #1 materials washing company in the world, and we believe we're firmly on track to achieving that. I attended the Southwest College myself in 1995 and 96 before going on to the University of Ulster at Jordanstown.
I started off at Cookstown High School. I completed my GCSEs there, getting 3 A's and 7 B's. I then went on to do maths, physics and biology at AS level. About halfway through my AS levels, I heard about the Gold Apprenticeship, and straight away I felt I needed to sign up for it because I was always someone who liked the more practical way of learning.
I think it's very important for students because they get a wide range of experience at a very young age. Whilst getting that experience, they're able to study that academic side as well, and on top of that they're getting paid, which is a huge advantage.
Now I'm my 3rd year of the apprenticeship, the 1st year of a foundation degree, and all's going well. I always felt the practical way of learning was a lot easier for me than the sitting down and reading way. It clicked with me more, so to go into an apprenticeship where you got to learn and earn at the same time was definitely a big yes for me.
I think the company's benefited greatly. At the minute we have 7 apprentices. The most senior of those has just finished his foundation degree, and he now has a full-time role within the business as a design engineer and is completing a lot of high value work. So we've also another 2 apprentices in design. We have 2 in the assembly function, and we have 2 in the research and development function. So definitely completing a lot of high value add for the business.
Being able to go to college 2 days a week or 1 day a week and learn the theory side of it, then come into work the other 3 or 4 days and be able to learn what you're actually going to be doing in a job day to day, definitely speaks volumes for whenever you're a full-time employee and you're only 22, 23 and you know the company inside out.
Job opportunities for apprentices are pretty much endless here at CDE. Firstly within engineering, be it design, technical, research and development or assembly. But on top of that, as their experience grows, they can develop into project management, supply chain, sales. There's also huge opportunities to travel and even relocate in foreign regions because we're an international company, so I'd say the opportunities are really good.
For people who consider the apprenticeship route, definitely go out and check it out anyway, don't hold back. I know whenever I first heard about it, as soon as I could I was signing up and going to the open day. The open day really sold it for me, just definitely what I wanted to do. I was leaving the open day knowing this was what I was going to do.
I chose the Gold Engineering course because it's 3 days a week with the employer and 2 days in the college, and this means that I get paid on the job while still gaining experience, and that way further down the line it will benefit me as I'll still have the knowledge of the shop floor as well as getting the knowledge in the college itself.
I was originally doing GCSE Health and Social Care. I was planning to take it on day level and maybe go towards university, but after a few changes of plans and a couple of questions I asked myself, I was made not the route that I wanted to go down. I seen there was an open day in Southwest College, and I thought it'd be a great idea to go in and take it. I looked around at different courses that were moving up my street. I like working with my hands and a lot of practical thinking and things like that there. I seen engineering and I thought it would be the course for me.
Currently at the course at the moment, it's not just engineering, I do various different subjects. Some of them include CAD, electronics, electrical installation, electrical theory, secondary finishing and maths. After completing the Gold programme, I hope to get into a manager's position or a sales role within the company, and I really think that this programme will help me benefit and get into that position.
If you have any idea of maybe going down the route of engineering, I highly recommend coming to the Get Engineering Fair in Southwest College.
Dumbia has been in operation for over 40 years. We started off as a butcher shop in 1976 and we've grown to the point now where we are a multi-site operation with 11 sites across the UK and Ireland. We process cattle, sheep and pigs for the worldwide market, and we're actually trading now in over 36 countries worldwide. We have great opportunities, employment opportunities here in Dumbia, everything from production to engineering, maintenance, food hygiene, food development. So it really is a wide range of opportunities within the company here at Dumbia.
The college has liaised with the local industries to find the needs of the companies and match them against the programs that they are running within the college. And I think to date it's been quite successful. I think that the apprenticeship offers the school leaver the opportunity to find their potential in life through an apprenticeship programme. Through academic education they can attain academia, but also through the apprenticeship they have the opportunity to find the practical skills that's needed to develop and work within a working environment. The apprenticeship offers life skill opportunities, but practical experience accompanied with the college and the academic. It's it's an all-round grounded course that I would recommend to any young person seeking to see their potential in life. Also, it gives the school leaver the opportunity to earn as they learn.
Well, I left school in 5th form after I'd had done my GCSEs. I then went on to the Southwest College and done a level 3 extended diploma in engineering. After that I had the opportunity to do a foundation degree, whether it was full-time or part-time, and this opportunity came up in Dumbia, so I thought I would grab it with both hands. The apprenticeship was something that appealed to me because you learn things out in the real world that you don't learn in a classroom, and you learn the skills from the experienced engineers that you're working with every day.
Taking the talent of the young people, we can nurture and mould and develop the youth to fulfill the business needs. We're not looking at today, we're looking at 5-10 years down the road. And the apprenticeships we are taking on are advanced level. These are higher level. These are young people that will attain to go to university, because the level of knowledge and requirement for the modern apprentice is quite high.
Well, I done 5th year in high school and I got my 10 GCSEs, and then I was unsure whether to do my A-levels or do a working apprenticeship, but I ended up by getting a summer job in Numbea and decided to do the apprenticeship.
Hopefully when I complete my apprenticeship I want to finish my foundation degree and then hopefully go on to university and top it up to an honours degree.
One of the main things is learning from people who have the experience, hands-on, not just in the classroom. Also, getting paid while you learn is a bit of a bonus as well.
The thing I'd say about an apprenticeship is it's open-ended. You can go as far as you wish. You start off doing your 4-year apprenticeship. During that time you attain your academic qualifications. You can find a level that you're comfortable with. It's not closed, it's not a finish. You can find where you feel comfortable with, and as you seek to pursue your career, you can go the whole way to an honours degree. You can do a master's. It's an avenue you can take to attain what you want in life through an apprenticeship scheme.
It's been one of the best experiences I've had out working with people in the industry, and it prepares you for the real life of work that you're going to come up to after.
My plans are to hopefully finish my tech course and then hopefully get a foundation degree and then move up in Numbea as well, progress. I definitely suggest them to go for it. It's one of the best things I've done in my life so far.
A lot of employers are looking for practical experience coupled with academic qualifications. The apprenticeship, I believe, offers both.
Is a worldwide corporation employing approximately 26,000 people worldwide, providing lifting and materials handling solutions. Here in Northern Ireland, Terex employs about 1,600 people across 5 different sites. It is the headquarters for the leading material processing brands of POWERSCREEN and Finlay.
My educational background is that from my GCSEs I enrolled in Southwest College on the Gold Engineering Apprenticeship, and within this course I've been an apprentice engineer at Terex since September 2014.
There's always a need for skilled engineers in this area. Between ourselves and the other engineering companies in the area, there is always demand for good engineers, and I guess this area is a victim of its own success when it comes to engineering in the local area.
I have a great interest in engineering and I wanted to stay close to home. With this route, it gives me the opportunity to see what goes on in the engineering workplace and allows me to see what I'd like to specialise in.
The apprenticeship option has proven to be a very viable alternative to 3rd level education. It provides the students or gives them an opportunity to work and gain the key skills, like people skills for example, whilst going towards gaining 3rd level or working towards a 3rd level education.
The main benefits to choosing this type of learning is it gives me the hands-on experience of working in an engineering place. Sometimes when the people who go to university, they are fully qualified in the job before they know what it's like. This way I have a taster of what it's like and what the job entails.
I think because the company has been involved with Southwest College right from the outset of the Gold Apprenticeship scheme, we have had involvement in tailoring the course to suit our needs. Therefore any apprentice coming out of the course obviously has the key skill sets that we require.
I'd like to finish my level 3 at Duncannon and then move on to the foundation degree, and 2 years after that move into employment.
Pretty much the apprenticeship could go into any aspect of our business. To date we have focused more on the engineering related disciplines like design, manufacturing engineering and technical services. However, really because we are effectively an engineering business or an engineering driven business, if an apprentice is coming with an engineering education, he could go into any aspect, be it sales, marketing, any technical area.
It has given me great hands-on experience, and it has not only moulded my engineering skills, but it has also helped me with my people skills and building relationships.
The Mid-Ulster, and specifically the Dungannon area, is one of the leading manufacturers of screening and crushing equipment. In fact, 83% of the world's screening and crushing equipment is manufactured within 10 miles of Southwest College, Dungannon.
As the largest local employer in this business sector, we find the need that we need to constantly build our own structure of staff with new talent locally. So we feel it very advantageous to work with this joint venture with Southwest College to employ these students and bring them up to various levels within our business programme.
The Screening and Crushing Centre has come about as a result of employers' needs analysis. Employers locally have told us that they have extreme difficulty in recruiting talented and skilled young people who can engage in high-level maintenance activities on screening and crushing equipment. As a result of this, we have generated the Southwest College Gold Screening and Crushing programme, and we have facilitated the programme by having a new workshop here at Dungannon, and by sending 2 of our staff out on industrial training with POWERSCREEN, a local company that has been of great support to this programme.
I'm now in my foundation degree, first year of my foundation degree. I find it very beneficial to be employed somewhere as big as this, where you can get broad experience from every aspect of the engineering, and at the minute I'm currently loving the design thing.
I'm currently doing a foundation degree in manufacturing. Through it I've been lucky enough to get the Strickland Scholarship, which is given to 4 students a year in Northern Ireland. I've already completed level 2 and 3 in MVQ and BTEC National Diploma. It's good to earn money while you're getting your qualifications, and Terex has allowed me to do that. It's been a good system, and I think the course really suits me for getting it.
And it allows those people to extend their stay worldwide, either as a service engineer from our company to work worldwide, or we can offer secondment with our dealers that are situated in various parts of the world to give these students the opportunity to live and stay in different parts of the world.
I left school with all my GCSEs, including A stars and A's. I always wanted to be an engineer, and I thought that Southwest College offered a good course on it. It was more of a technical course, more hands-on approach, as well as all the bookwork.
In recent months we have worked hand in hand with the college to build the criteria for the course in order to enhance the Gold programme and the Foundation Degree programme, so that will give us the support in giving us the tools to provide technical support for ourselves as a support for the dealer network, and thereafter to provide support for the dealers themselves.
Through the Gold programme I hope to achieve my foundation degree and then later my degree, which will lead me on to hopefully a good career.
In terms of a skills shortage in the local area, yes, we do believe there's one. I think engineers coming through from universities, that's a particular skill base that is helpful, but really when I look at the technical level, when I look at blue-collar workers, when I look at assembly workers, painters, I think there is quite a considerable skills gap.
I went to the Royal School in Dungannon where I completed my GCSEs and my first year of A levels, where I find that I was sick of school and I think school was a bit sick of me. So I went on to Southwest College, where I went into the Gold Award programme for 2 years and then moved on to the foundation degree in manufacturing engineering.
Engineering's always been in my family. My father and my brother have always been engineers, and it's always just been about me, and I've always wanted to do it. I've always looked up to them, and that's the path I wanted to follow.
I chose the route as an engineering apprentice due to the fact that I'd be getting 6 years work experience along with getting a wage, and instead of going to university I would be left with less debt.
Well, since the age of 7, when I electrocuted myself sticking a 12-volt motor into the mains, I've always been fascinated with how things go together, how they work, or how they can be improved.
In terms of different career opportunities, there is a lot of diversity. I mean, here from an apprenticeship viewpoint, we have blue-collar workers, we've got guys working in assembly, we've got people also working on the office side of things, for example in sourcing. So there's many different paths that are available, and I think really it's as much down to what the student himself wants to pursue.
The main benefits of choosing the apprenticeship scheme is that you're actually getting hands-on experience in a company, and you're getting the theory work in the college. The college work with you, the company work with you, they'll guide you through it, and you're also earning while you're learning.
Well, this course is structured so that you're getting an education as well as experience. So to be compliant with the course, you have to be in a relevant industry. So it's not just a placement, but you are on a 4-day-a-week job. So you're now getting goals set, you're achieving these tasks, and you're being held accountable for your achievements.
The company's benefited from bringing in young people who are very energetic. They have a different approach to things. They're not all cut from the same cloth, so they bring different viewpoints. It's been very beneficial.
Okay, my name is Roisin McCabe. I'm one of the 3 senior managers here in Spectrum, with main responsibilities for human resources and health and safety. So Spectrum, we produce and manufacture conveyor pulleys. We export our pulleys all across the world to all the leading brands in the screening and crushing industry. And we also manufacture some conveyors then as well. And obviously a lot of our pulleys and conveyors go to local companies here in the Mid-Ulster area, but exports is an area which is really increasing for us.
Hi there, my name is JP O'Neill. I'm a sales and marketing manager in Spectrum Engineering. Spectrum started off in the market of crushing and screening, making the conveyor drums to drive the conveyor belts on all the crushing and screening machines, predominantly mobile industry. They've now branched out into the recycling industry, which is a booming market all around the world, materials handling and aviation. So this is a global market for us that we're operating in.
It's really important for students to consider the apprenticeship route. It allows them the opportunity to earn as they learn. They get the time then to practice the skills that they've learnt in the college here in a real engineering world. Gives them time to sort of test out their own abilities, their own skills, to decide where their strengths lie and where maybe they would be best placed then when it comes to applying for jobs in the engineering world.
I'm Ben Hazelton. I study Gold Apprenticeship Engineering at Southwest College, and I'm working at Spectrum Engineering. So my job consists of working with different machines, the saws, the lathes, working with supervisors as well, moving things around the room, organising things, keeping the place tidy, bringing drawings and diagrams to the workers for them to be able to carry out their job. Work in the departure area as well and collecting and sending drums out. Whenever it sort of became to choosing my options, I was going around looking at different courses that I could do. I knew it was very practical, so I went to the engineering fair that Southwest College has, and I seen the advertisement for it and I applied for it and got in.
We have benefited greatly with our apprenticeships. We've been very fortunate with the apprentices that we have employed here in Spectrum. They've brought, you know, new life, new ideas, you know, youth to the company. But it means that we can train them in our, you know, own work processes, those specific Spectrum, you know, procedures that we have. So at the end of the apprenticeship, you know, we have a very well-rounded student that we can employ. Gives us the opportunity to work with the college then, so you know, we can shape their learning a little bit then as well. So you know, hopefully at the end of that apprenticeship we have somebody that we really want to take on as an employee.